Hi, today's October 17th, 2022, and this is Dr. Fryer with a screencast in which I want to show you how you can create a GeoMap on an iPad. Now, I'm going to say first that in general, I think this is easier to do on a laptop or a desktop computer. If you are using your iPad, and I am going to show this because I want you to be able to do this on the iPad, I'm going to recommend you first delete the Google Maps app. The Google Maps app is actually not really helpful for creating a GeoMap like we're going to do today. You can view them, but it's really not a creation tool, and so I'm going to recommend that you delete that, at least temporarily, from your iPad to go ahead and do this project. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add map pins, and I want you to add 5 map pins that are personally significant. Now, number 2, please do not add the location where you live. I don't want your house or your apartment. We're going to share this on our portfolio website, so we don't want that personal and private information to be on there. But you can add other places that are personally significant, as long as they're not like the houses of friends or family or something like that. We're going to customize the icons. You're going to add a related photo or video for each one. You're going to name the map, put your first name in the description, and then you're going to share it so anybody can view it, and then turn it in 2 ways: by attaching it in Google Classroom and then also pasting that link on a Google form that I have on the assignment. So what I want to do now is go over to Chrome, and here in Chrome, the way that you're going to get to these maps is you're going to go to mymaps.google.com. So if you just put in, and I've got that link, that link on our Google site, mymaps.google.com is gonna forward you to this website, which is just kind of google.com/maps, I guess. But My Maps is going to go to this specific place. Now, the one I'm going to show you, I've created as an example, and I called this North Carolina Adventures. So this shows you what it's going to be when it's finished. I can tap on Legend, and you're going to see the 5 different places that I put on here, and you can see in the description, I have my name there. I can do this a couple different ways. If I tap on the name of one of these items in the legend, then it's going to pop up and show me either the picture or the video that I put with this, and it's going to be there on the map. Now I can also hide the legend, and I can pinch around, and if I tap here, you can see this little train icon. There's the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad, and so there's a video that I've put there and then a link. It also has information from Google Maps, which you can choose to keep or get rid of if you want to. This one is Blowing Rock, and you don't have to use a picture of yourself. You can use a picture. In fact, I think it's probably better not to have a picture of yourself, but personal pictures. You can just use a photograph that you find somewhere else. And then over here, I've got our school, and then I also have the Whitewater Center. So those 5 things are examples, and now what I want to do is show you how you can create this yourself. Okay, so over here under My Maps, you're going to click on the red circle there in the corner that has a plus, and that's going to allow you to create a new map. And now you can search for whatever it is that you want to put on your map. What we might do first is name our map, and so I'm going to call this, I'm just going to call this my example map. Now, it is a little bit awkward, like I don't have my keyboard plugged in right now, and so if you are using your regular keyboard on your computer, it's going to be a little bit easier because you're going to be able to see these things. Remember to put your first name. I'm going to put by Dr. Fryer here. Okay, so I've got my map named and my title and my name. Now I can just click up here and search for something that I want to look for. Let me see if I can put my Do Not Disturb on. Maybe I won't get my text messages up. So I can type our school. And as I start to type that, if it comes up, you can just go ahead and tap it. And now to put this on my map, I'm going to click right here where it says Add to Map. And then look, it actually goes here under my Untitled layer. And now I have this added to my map. Okay. In order to customize the icon, I'm going to click on the paint bucket that is right to to the left of the pencil. So when I click that paint bucket, I have all these different icons, and if I want to tap more icons, I could put in something like school, and then you'll have some icons that you can choose from. But there's a whole lot of icons, and you can select the icon that you want, and you can also choose the color. I'll choose blue since that's one of our school colors. And then the other thing that I want to do is I want to put a picture in here, and there's several different ways to do that. If you go ahead and click on the camera icon that's down there in the bottom right corner, you can either upload a file from your computer. If you have a photo in Google Drive, you can go find it, but it's probably easiest in this case to go to a Google image search and then go ahead and put in the location that you are wanting to put in your photo for. Of course, this is a Google image search, so there's not a guarantee that all these pictures are going to be wonderful. But here's a picture of our school, and I'm going to go ahead and select it. And so now look at that. Now that picture is actually there, and I can save it. And so now I've got the information that Google automatically brought up about our school, and I've got a picture. Okay, so that one is basically set. Now notice that this layer here is untitled. I'm going to go ahead and click the three dots and choose to rename this layer, and I'm just going to call this Charlotte. Again, this is unfortunately was hidden a little bit there because I don't have my external keyboard. But there we go. So I've got that named Charlotte. Now, if you want to, you can add another layer, and I'm going to call this one Vacation. That's kind of what I did on my example that I just showed you. But it's up to you. Remember, I want you to do places that are personally significant to you. And so you can decide, and if you want to keep these in one layer, you can, but I got these in two layers. Something else to note is that you can also change the base map that you're going to use here, and that's going to determine how much detail is kind of shown. And if you want more just the geography of the map, then you can do that as a physical map instead of having all of the city details and so much road information and stuff like that. Okay, so I need to go ahead and add one more example, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Appalachian State, because App State is in Boone, and we visited it, and thought that was a pretty cool university and a cool place in Boone. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Map, but now I need to add one more thing to that. Oops. Yeah, okay, good. It's underneath vacations. Make sure that if you use more than one layer, you actually tap on the layer, because that's the layer it will add to. And if you don't need it, you can click on the trash can. Okay, so now I need to add one more thing, and that's going to be a video or a photograph. I can go ahead and do a YouTube search, and I'll do Appalachian I don't think I spelled that right. But fortunately, it actually fixed the spelling for me there. So there's a day in the life of Appalachian State. So I'm going to go ahead and select that video. Now, if you're going to keep the video, make sure that you watch it and make sure that it's appropriate. We want everything here to be family friendly. But that's it. Now I have both my Providence Day School link. My internet's just being a little bit slow here. And then I've got my Appalachian State link. I guess I'll have to pinch out further because I was really zoomed in there. Okay, there you go. Now you can see both of my links there. So the last part of this is going to be to just turn it in, and I was having some trouble with this happening on the iPad. Great, it's working now fine. I can go ahead and select share, and I'm going to want to check that box that says anyone with the link can view. Okay, you don't need to let other people on the internet find it, but anyone with the link can view. And now you're going to go ahead and click on that copy link, which is right there, and now you're going to be able to put this into Google Classroom, and you're going to be able to submit this as a form. Okay, of course you're going to need to have 5 things, not just 3, but that's the process. You can also click Share on Drive. I think that's a good thing to do, because when you share it on Drive, that's going to allow you to go to your Google Drive and be able to see the map, and you'll be able to embed that on your Google site a little more easily. And I guess it's just going to take a little minute for it to do that. But that is basically it. Those are the steps. And so I'll include these requirements in your Google Classroom assignment as well. And I hope you have fun creating a GeoMap. Again, remember, if you run into a lot of difficulty, you might try doing this on a laptop, but you should be able to do this on your iPad as well. And GeoMaps are really a great way to be able to show information and media, including pictures and videos, in a map format that you want other people to be able to explore and check out.